Hi everyone! Today we're making a t-shirt yarn tote bag. It's super beginner friendly and I love how sturdy and practical it turns out. It's one of those bags you'll actually want to use. If you're new here, hi, I'm Alice. I share easy beginner friendly crochet tutorials to help you make things you'll actually use. You'll find lots of simple practical patterns on my channel with written instructions and step-by-step videos. As always, the written pattern will be on screen as we go, and if you prefer a printable PDF version, the link's in the description below. For this project, I used approximately 120 meters of t-shirt yarn. Keep in mind that t-shirt yarn thickness can vary, so you may need a little more or less depending on your yarn. In saying that, you can use any type of yarn you like, as the pattern is adjustable so that you can customize it to the size that you need. With that, I'm going to crochet it using a 6.5mm hook. I recommend having about 5 stitch markers handy, a darning needle, and then also a pair of scissors. Start by crocheting the base of the bag, and we're going to create a slip knot. So how I like to do mine is twist my yarn to form a loop, grab the tail end of the yarn and pull through that loop, and insert our hook to pull tight. And then I am going to chain 23. So to do a chain, we wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through. That's one chain, as you can see here. And I'm going to go ahead and do a total of 23. After we have chained 23, we are going to work a double crochet into that second chain. So we never count the chain on the hook, which means that we're going to skip this first chain and work into this second chain. To do a double crochet, we wrap our yarn around our hook once, insert our hook into that second chain, grabbing our yarn to pull up a loop. We now have 3 loops on our hook, and we'll wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops, and wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through the remaining 2 loops. That is our first double crochet, which is going to be handy to use a stitch marker to mark that stitch. We are going to repeat, working into the next chain, doing double crochet. You can see I'm working a double crochet in every chain. We are going to repeat that all the way until the end. I have worked a double crochet in every chain, and we have the last chain left. In this last chain, we want to have a total of 6 double crochet. So we're going to work into that last chain here. That is 1 double crochet, that's 2, I'm going to pull some more yarn, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can see that it's starting to form the curve, which will be for the base of our bag. And then we're going to continue on and work a double crochet on the opposite side. So essentially we're going to be working in the other side of these chains. So moving our hook into the next chain, we're going to continue on with our double crochet. yarn, and there we go. And so you can see we have a double crochet facing the one from the other side, and so we're going to repeat that all the way until the end. We are almost done with the first round of the base of the bag. At this point, if you started with 23 chains, you should have a total of 54 stitches. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. So removing our stitch marker, going to insert our hook right at the top of that stitch, grab our yarn and pull through it again. And that is the first round of our base done. Now before we go too far ahead, I just want to show you the size that you're looking at. So at the moment, with the thickness of my yarn and chaining 23, this first round of the base of my bag is about 22 centimeters. I just want you to know, in case that the first round of your base ends up being much smaller, you might want to chain more at the very start so that you can have roughly the same size as me. If you find that your first round of the base is much smaller, I recommend chaining more at the start. To start the next round for the base, we are going to chain 2, and this does not count as a stitch. And then in that same stitch, we are going to work 1 double crochet. And again, we're going to grab out our stitch marker to mark that stitch. And we are going to repeat with our 1 double crochet. We are going to keep working with the 1 double crochet all the way until we have reached the first stitch of the 6 double crochet we did in the last round. So just 1 double crochet all the way up until here. I have worked 1 double crochet all the way, and we have now reached where we've done 6 double crochet in the last round. What we want to do is increase in every one of the 6 stitches. So what that means is we work 2 double crochet into that 1 stitch. So this is the first double crochet. In that same stitch, we do 1 more. And so we now have 2 double crochet. So we've just done 1 increase here. And we're going to go ahead and do that in the next 5 stitches. So that's my second lot. This is going to be my 3rd increase. Oh. This is the 4th increase. This is the 5th increase. And then this is the 6th increase. And you can see I have worked 2 double crochet in every stitch at the corner here, and I'm going to now only work 1 double crochet again along this other side. So I'm going to show you. we're going to repeat that, just the 1 double crochet, and I'll meet you again when we reached the 6th double crochet from the last round. I have worked 1 double crochet all along this side, and we have now reached our corner again. We're going to be doing exactly what we've done here, an increase in every stitch. So again, that is 2 double crochet into that 1 stitch, and then we're just continuing on with that. And there you go. And you can see we have done the increase in every stitch, which is exactly what we have done on this side. And at the end of this second round, we should have a total of 66 stitches. To end this round, we are going to do a slip stitch on top of that first double crochet. So I'm going to take out that stitch marker, insert our hook right above that stitch, grab our yarn and pull through again. And we have now finished with the base of our bag. For size reference, we're currently looking at about 27 centimeters for the base of our bag. From here on, we are going to be working on the body. We chain 2 to start, and we work 1 double crochet into that same stitch. Again, grabbing out our stitch marker to mark that stitch. And then continue on with our 1 double crochet. And that is going to be our body. We are going to work only 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're done. I have worked a double crochet in every stitch all the way around, and you can see that our bag is starting to curl and form. Because we are only doing 1 double crochet in every stitch, we should have the same number of stitches as we did in the last round. I think this is really important to check because you don't want to accidentally increase, because that will cause the bag to sort of slant more towards one or the other side. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet again. So removing our stitch marker, we'll grab our hook on top of that first double crochet and pull through again. And that is the first round of the body of the bag done. For the body of the bag, it's going to be a repeat of exactly what we have done in the last round. I want to show you one more time. So we'll do it together again. We chain 2 to start. We work 1 double crochet into that same stitch. Grab out our stitch marker to mark that stitch, and continue on 1 double crochet. We will just continue that around, and I'll meet you when we're done. I have worked a double crochet all the way around, and again at the end of this round we should have a total of 66 stitches. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. Just like that. And there we have it. We have done the base of our bag and 2 rounds of the body. So I'm going to go ahead and do more repeats of the body until we have reached our desired size. I have finished with the body of the bag, and I ended up doing a total of 13 rounds of the body. And for size reference, we're looking at about 27 centimeters. If you prefer a bigger bag, feel free to do more rounds of the body if you like. I'm very happy with how the bag is looking at the moment, so we're now going to go ahead and start on the bag straps. As we lay the bag flat, we are going to mark the 10th stitch from the both left and right hand side. So to do that, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's our 10th stitch from the left hand side. We're going to do it the same on the other side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what I also like to do is lifting our work and looking where the exact opposite stitch is, and then marking that with our stitch marker. And again, I'm going to do it the same on the other side. We are going to start by chaining 1. And then in that same stitch, we are going to work a single crochet, so this stitch here. And to do a single crochet, we insert our hook into that stitch, grab our yarn and pull up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops, and that is the single crochet. And we're just going to mark that with our stitch marker. We are going to continue on working a single crochet in every stitch, and then when we reach our stitch marker, we can remove it and work a single crochet in that stitch, and then we are going to chain the length of the bag strap. So for me, I'm going to chain 80. So to do a chain, again, we wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 1. That's 1 chain. We're just going to keep going until we have reached our desired length for our bag strap. I have chained the length of our bag strap, and for me it's about 40 centimeters. Feel free to chain more or less as you need. Now, after we have chained the bag strap, we want to make sure that it is nice and flat so that it's not twisted as we connect it to the bag. Once we are sure that it's nice and flat, we're going to insert our strap into where we've done our second stitch marker. So I'm going to remove that stitch. We are going to connect it by doing a single crochet into it. So inserting our hook, grabbing our yarn and pulling up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops. And you can see we have connected our bag strap. And we are going to work 1 single crochet in every stitch until we have reached the next stitch marker again. And then when we reach our next stitch marker, we remove it, insert our hook into that stitch to still do a single crochet, and then we are going to chain the length of the bag strap again. So exactly what we have chained for the first bag strap, we're going to do it for this side. And so I'm going to chain 58 again, sorry. After we have chained the same number of chains for our second bag strap, we are going to connect it to the next stitch marker, again by doing a single crochet. So I'm going to remove the stitch marker, insert our hook into that stitch, and do a single crochet, just like that. And we're going to continue on with the single crochet until we have reached the first single crochet we have done for this round. And when we reach our first single crochet for this round, we are going to remove our stitch marker and do a slip stitch on top of that first single crochet. So inserting our hook above that stitch, grabbing our yarn and pulling through again. And there we have it. We now have the outline for two of our bag straps. You can see that the bag straps are quite thin at the moment, and what I like to do to widen the bag strap is to do another round of single crochets to finish it off. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to start by doing a chain one and then a single crochet into that same stitch. Again, the chain one before does not count as a stitch, so we're marking the first stitch being the single crochet, and we're going to work a single crochet in every stitch. And then we're going to work along the chain as well. So you can see I'm just working a single crochet into the chain. Just like this. And by doing so, you can see that the bag strap is much thicker. And so we're going to go ahead and repeat that all the way, and I'll meet you when we're here. After we have worked a single crochet along the bag strap, we are going to continue on working single crochet along the body of the bag. So we're just continuing on. You can see how it creates this really nice look by just having that extra row of single crochets. And so we're going to continue on with the single crochet, and repeat exactly what we have done for the first bag strap on the second bag strap as well. So continue on with the single crochet. Now that we've reached the second bag strap and worked the single crochet along the body of the bag, I am continuing on with the single crochet along the bag strap, working the single crochet in every chain. When we have done the single crochet along the bag strap, we are going to continue with our single crochet on the body of the bag. So just like what we have been doing before, I'm working the single crochet alongside the bag. And I'm going to continue this until we have reached the first single crochet we have done for this round. So we can almost see it. And there we have it. When we have reached the first single crochet, we can remove the stitch marker, insert our hook into that stitch, grab our yarn and pull through again. It's looking so good. I'm so happy with it. You might notice that the bag strap is curling a little bit, but that's fine. That's just because of the tension. As you put your items in it, it will naturally just stretch out the bag strap so that the tension is not as tight, or you can manually hand stretch it a little bit so that it's not curling as much. But there we have it. I'm loving how it looks. We've just got to weave in the ends now. To weave in our ends, I'm going to leave a bit of yarn for us to weave through and cut it, and then chain one and weave it through here. I am going to turn our bag inside out to make weaving this a bit easier. Didn't expect all these little bits to come out. I have turned my bag inside out to weave in this last little bit. And we're just going to go through as many stitches as we can. Now, it's really important that as we're working with this type of yarn that we don't accidentally pierce through the yarn and we're actually working underneath the stitches, because the yarn is so thick. If we were to pierce through the actual yarn, it just won't go through. And I'm going to try different directions. And then I'm going to do it one more time along this way. And then I'm going to do a little knot. Just going to tie it through. Just do a really cute little knot, like so. And cut it. And you can do the same for this one here as well. And that's it for this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed making this tote bag with me. If you did, please give the video a like, leave a comment or subscribe to the channel. It means the world and helps me keep creating more free patterns. Thanks so much for watching and happy crocheting.